Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another video for you. As you know, I've been doing a lot of Legion previews lately. In this video, I want to talk about one of Legion's endgame activities, world quests, and sort of give you an idea of what they're all about. I'll go over how to go about unlocking them, and what rewards you get for doing them. So, let's start with the actual unlocking process. There are a few requirements to do these quests. First is you gotta be level 110, and second is you have to have friendly reputation with each of Legion's 5 main factions. We have the Court of Ferran in Asuna, the High Mountain Tribe in High Mountain, the Dreamweavers in val'sharah, the Valor Jar in Stormheim, and the Nightfallen in Suramar. Now, if you're leveling normally by questing, by the time you hit level 110, you should have these first 4 all leveled to friendly already, or at least close to that. With the way XP is set up right now, you'll usually hit level 110 by the time you finish your 4th zone. The Nightfallen is sort of a special case because it's located in Suramar, which is a level 110 zone. So as you hit 110, you're going to want to visit Suramar and start working on that. And it doesn't take long. It's only around 30 minutes of questing there before you get friendly reputation, so it's not too bad. But once you do get that to friendly, you're now ready for world quests. You'll have a quest turn into Khadgar and Dalaran that officially unlocks them. Once you turn that in, you'll notice a variety of icons on your map spread throughout each zone of the Broken Isles. It's actually kind of similar to Diablo 3's adventure mode if you play that game. There are several different types of world quests. You have ones that are just generic combat and questing for both solo and group play, some that have PvP, others that require you to run dungeons, kill world bosses, and so on. And you also have profession-related quests for gathering professions like mining, and crafting professions like blacksmithing, jewel crafting, and so on. And you also have some tertiary quests like fishing and pet battling, so it's all pretty varied. They all have a set duration, they don't reset like your normal daily quests. You can check how much time you have left on them by just mousing over them on your map. They award you with a variety of different things: gold, artifact power, class hall resources, bloods of Sargeras, which is a high-level Legion crafting material, equipment, pet charms from the pet quests, and fish from the fishing quests. Gear-wise, it's a really good way to get your character started on heroics and such. At the end of your questing, you'll be getting gear in the eye level 780 to 790 range. From these quests, you get eye level 800 to 840-ish gear, with the harder ones of course providing the top-end stuff. Each one of these quests also awards you with reputation for the respective faction, and in fact, they're going to be the main way to grind out these reputations in Legion. The easier quests give you around 50 rep, not including any bonuses, and the higher level ones like world bosses can award you with hundreds. To tell which quest will give you which rep, when you mouse over it on your map it'll show you. In general, these reputations are zone specific. For example, the High Mountain Tribe quests are limited to High Mountain, the Dreamweaver quests are in val'sharah, and so on. The only one that goes across each zone of the Broken Isles is Legion's 6th faction, the Wardens. This is sort of a general reputation that isn't dedicated to a single zone. You'll get reputation for them via their world quests spread out throughout each zone. There is another way to get reputation for these factions though, and that's through the Emissary Quests. These are meta quests where your objective is to complete 4 of their associated world quests. An example would be complete 4 quests in val'sharah, or complete 4 Warden quests. Once you complete these objectives, you'll get a turn into the associated faction's emissary who gives you 1500 base rep for that faction and a bonus cache. The cache can contain a lot of things. So far in the beta I've seen gold, bloods of Sargeras, order hall resources, artifact power, and a new currency called the Curious Coin, which you use to buy rare pets, toys, and even a mount from a vendor located in Dalaran. You can have a maximum of 3 emissary quests active at once, and you'll get a new one each day at your normal daily reset time. So it is kind of slow, but it's also advantageous because you can leave the game for like 3 days and not fall too far behind. And that's pretty much it. Next, let's talk about the rewards. I'll try to stick to the highlights here, sort of avoiding the smaller stuff for the sake of not making this video too long, but I will have a full list to all of this in the description if you want to see every single reward. Each faction is sort of streamlined in terms of rewards. They give you the same sort of stuff. Each one has a couple of pets, toys, eye level 820 blues, tabards, and so on. Let's start off with the High Mountain Tribe. You can find the emissary for this reputation located at coordinates 4660 at Thunder Totem in High Mountain. Skipping over the toys, pets, and blues, he sells you an epic eye level 850 mail chest at Exalted Reputation. He also sells you blacksmithing and jewel crafting patterns ranging from Honored to Exalted, and something called the Boon of the Butcher, which you can get at Honored. From each of these factions you can buy a shoulder enchant that gives you a chance to loot a bonus cache when looting enemies. The butcher one, as you can see here, gives you various meat for cooking and hides for leatherworking. Next up we have the Court of Ferran. You can find the emissary at 4741 in Asuna. He sells you eye level 850 cloth pants at Exalted, tailoring and inscription recipes once again ranging from Honored to Exalted, and for their shoulder enchant we have the Boon of the Gem Finder, which is available at Revered. This one is pretty self-explanatory. It gives you various Legion level gems to use for jewel crafting. At Exalted Reputation, you can also buy something called Serial Crescent Falls Raven Guard Notes. This is used by marksman hunters to unlock a hidden appearance for their artifact weapon. For val'sharah we have the Dreamweavers. You can find the Emissary at 5573. For your eye level 850 purple, we have Leather Shoulders is always at Exalted Reputation, Leatherworking and Enchanting Patterns, and the shoulder enchant this time is the Boon of the Harvester, which gives you fish and herbs. And just like the Butcher enchant, you can get this at Honored Reputation. From this reputation, you can also get the Seed of the Solar Flare at Exalted Reputation. This is used by Balanced Druids to unlock a hidden appearance for their artifact weapon. Next up, we have the Valor Jar. You can find the Emissary at 6051 in Stormheim. Our 850 purple this time are plate legs. Their patterns are for leatherworkers and blacksmiths, and their shoulder enchant is the Boon of the Salvager, which gives you Legion level ore and gray and green gear. This requires Revered Reputation to get. These guys also have something called the Rod of the Ascended, which is once again needed for a hidden artifact appearance for the Holy Priest this time. To buy this, you need Exalted Reputation. Next up, we have the Nightfallen of Suramar. These guys are more unique because they can give you your gloves and shoulders from your class hall set. For those of you who don't know, for each class in your class hall there's a vendor that sells you a whole set of gear. Each piece requires you to do different things, but for the gloves you need Honored and for the shoulders you need Exalted Reputation with the Nightfallen. The gloves are eye level 820 and the shoulders are 850, so they're pretty decent for just starting off when you're trying to prepare for heroics and mythics and such. Following along with the scheme of things though, we also have an eye level 850 neck at Exalted Reputation. For their patterns, they have some for tailoring, enchanting, and jewel crafting. And for a shoulder enchant, they have the Boon of the Mana Seeker. This gives you enchanting materials, potions, and something called Ancient Mana. This is the currency related to Suramar. You need it to interact with the various NPCs. You can find it around the zone, so this enchant isn't 100% necessary to get it, but it'll definitely speed things up. The vendor for all of this is located inside your main base in Suramar, Meridel. Anyways, lastly we have the Wardens. The Emissary is located at coordinates 4873 in Asuna, and for our 850 purple, this time we have a cloak. For patterns, we have a few for engineering, jewel crafting, and inscription, and for a shoulder enchant, we have the Boon of the Blood Hunter, which gives you the highly sought after Bloods of Sargeras. Like I mentioned earlier, each of these factions has a variety of toys and pets as well, so make sure you check the description if you want to see those in more detail. And that's pretty much it. Those are the world quests in Legion in a nutshell. Hopefully now you have a good understanding and idea of how they work. I really like them. I think they're a great alternative to the normal daily quest grind that we're used to. And I like the variety of quests that we get. I think long term they'll have to scale up the rewards to keep them relevant. Or after a month if you have everything exalted, you're all geared up, your artifact is maxed out and so on, there will be little need to go through these, which could lead to stagnation. And I think we've had enough of that in Draenor, so hopefully they keep up with it. If they do, I think this whole system has a bright future ahead of it, and it's something I would personally welcome in future expansions even. But that's about all I have to say. I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a like if you liked it, and if you really liked it, let me know in the comments and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, good luck, and peace.